Hey, this is Leslie. This week in Fun Facts with Leslie, we're going to be talking about Rent, which is just out on DVD. Now, Rent is particularly interesting because it's based on the 1996 Pulitzer Prize-winning play by Jonathan Larson, which is in turn based on Puccini's original La Boheme. So it's about a bohemian lifestyle. It's set in 1989 in New York City, and it was originally framed for the stage in 1995. Now, Jonathan Larson, who was the creator of Rent, actually died on the night of the Broadway opening. And because it's a lot about AIDS, people assume that that's how he passed away. But in truth, the guy was unlucky. He just had a brain aneurysm. So the play became exceptionally successful, and people all over the world got into it because even if they weren't able to go to New York to see the play, the music was just so phenomenal that it really touched people, like I said, all across the world. Cut to 10 years later, and director Chris Columbus decided that he was going to try and make it into a film. Now, this is very interesting for a few reasons. First of all, Rent is a musical. It's not 1960 anymore, so it's a big leap to make a musical feature. Number two, Chris Columbus is somebody who we really recognize as someone who does slapstick comedy, for example, Home Alone. And so this was a bit of a departure for him too. But it works. And I think what makes it work is that the original cast from the 1996 show, all of whom were struggling actors at the time who really had not gotten any break at all, 6 of the original 8 make an appearance in the new production. Anthony Rapp, for example, who you would probably know from Dazed and Confused or Adventures in Babysitting, is just phenomenal as Mark. And Adam Pascal is beautiful as Roger. There's a new addition to the cast who's Rosario Dawson, who everybody's familiar with, who plays Mimi. The reason for her new addition is that the part of Mimi is a 19-year-old, and so the original person, Daphne Rubin Vega, who did it on Broadway, is just quite simply too old. But most of the rest of the players are the same. They're phenomenal. Jesse L. Martin, for those of you Law & Order fans out there, sings in this movie. You wouldn't believe it's the same man. And another interesting fact about Rent is that Taye Diggs actually got his part in Stella Got Her Groove Back on the set of Rent and decided to celebrate by streaking the entire cast, which is perhaps how he attracted his wife, who's Idina Menzel, who plays Maureen. So at the end of the day, Rent is really just wonderful. It's phenomenal. It comes to life on the screen, and it's wonderful that it's going to be able to live on like that in this format. If you saw the play, I think you will absolutely adore the movie. And if you've seen the movie, rent the DVD and rent it with a box of Kleenex, and don't be afraid to put on the subtitles and sing along. It's worth it.